be up there and then miss the free throw, have them tie it, and then to kind of fall overtime? How tough was that one?
Yeah, it was tough. And, you know, the way Omar's been drilling those clutch free throws, there's nobody else that you'd rather have at the line, and kind of just went in and out. And then I'll tell you, you got to give Martinez credit. He just took off, and I mean, there was 1 second left by the time he laid it in, and he didn't, you know, he could have kind of maybe panicked and pulled up at 3, and, you know, that's just a tough, you know, great play by that kid. But, you know, and then we almost got that rebound on it too. But it was that kind of game. I mean, it was right there. And then, you know, a thing here or there, change one play here or there, just changed the whole game. And, you know, I'm anxious to see the ball that got tipped out. I thought we were going to have the ball with 16 seconds to go down 2, or that's a pretty good possession, a pretty good place to be. But they overturned it, and we'll see.
Are you confident that the free throws going in from Omar? Is there any thought to not having guys up there on the line to have the defense a little more set?
I always like to keep them on the line. You know, it helps our guys, and we never, you know, usually have a problem with that, but we kind of jumped at their point guard instead of getting back, and we should have been, you know, we should have been back to collar the ball. But we also, you know, in that situation too, you didn't want to give up a 3, and so our guys were a little more spread out than they should have been, you know, thinking that he might kick it for a 3, but he got it all the way to the rim. And, you know, you had Omar running with him too. That's not, you know, that's a guy that can block a shot. He just, like I said, Martinez got down the court quick and made a nice play.
Tyson had just 3 points with 12 minutes to play, finished with 24.
Yeah.
What can you say about him in the second half?
He was terrific, and, you know, he's such a winner. And he struggled with a few things, and then he corrected it and got going. And, you know, he's just a winner. And I got winners, and, you know, that's just league. When you're playing a great league with great teams, it's just a fine line. And, you know, it's going to be 1 or 2 plays, but it's, you know, we got to be able to bounce back. And I mean, out of the frying pan into the fire. Our next one's at New Mexico. They're maybe playing better than anybody in the league right now.
You mentioned Tyson making an adjustment. I mean, what does it take to kind of make an adjustment on the fly like that?
Yeah, it takes mental toughness because, you know, he's beating himself up, and Tyson wants to do everything perfect for this team, and, you know, not for himself, for the team. And so I really proud of the way he reset himself, and it was pretty cool. You know, he's in his own head a little bit up from the free throw line, but what was cool was I look up and Max put Tyson at the line instead of taking the free throws to kind of get his mind right, and he went and made them both.
Losing Omar 30 seconds into the overtime period, and then you already have Tyson with 4 fouls. Was there kind of an emphasis on trying to avoid him getting the foul, or did that kind of change the way the play at all?
Yeah, there's nothing you can do when a guy just falls down and then they call a foul. But there's no technique you can change. There's no, you know, guy fell down, called a foul.
Well, with 150 games today, I get it, but do you wish for a game of this magnitude you would have had a little more veteran crew?
That's a trick question, I think. Yeah, like I think the first part of what you said is probably the most important thing. I mean, how many games today?
A lot.
Yeah, I think everybody, yeah, no doubt. And this game deserved, but there's a reality to it. I mean, there's only so many.
Fans are getting this atmosphere, it feels like almost every night.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
What's fun is that when you do have time to sit there in the brief second, Leon, and just kind of look around and see what you guys have done with this team.
It's really special, and it helped our guys, you know. I mean, because the game went long, so the minutes went long, and guys were tired, and, you know, it lifted us, no doubt. And, you know, I'm so grateful for our fans because, I mean, think about the games they get to see. Okay, it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but they got to see a heck of a college basketball game with, you know, 2 NCAA tournament teams. And it goes down to the final shot, goes down to overtime, goes down to, you know, did he touch it, did he not? You know, our guys did all they could, and they battled. And, you know, the thing that I've said to our team, and You know, we've been on a steady growth through the year, but I don't think we're playing our best yet. I don't think it's, you know, I think we have a lot of room for growth, and we have to grow to, you know, for what's ahead of us.
How Jace played in you gave him extra?
Yeah, he was
minutes?
great.
Sure,
He was tough. I mean, you know, it's not always the end all plus minus, but he had a good feel to him, and yeah. I mean, all these guys will kick them. You know, they're such great guys. They'll all kick themselves for a turnover late. That didn't lose us the game. You know, oh, I didn't get my hand up on a three-point shoot. You know, these guys beat themselves up about that stuff, and because they care about their teammates, they care about each other. They want to do it for the team and the jersey, and they're the, you know. So it doesn't change the way we think about any of these guys that we lost. I mean, we got a great team, and we lost to a really good team that has a great record. They haven't lost many.
2 for 10 shooting in the overtime period.
Yeah.
Were you happy with the shot selection? Would you like to see better shots, or did you think that you guys were taking the shots that were best available?
I don't know. I'll have to see the film. Film will tell me the true tale. I think it, you know, it affects you probably mentally when, you know, Omar fouled out. I think I saw, you know, and you didn't have that many timeouts. We were kind of trying to use them, but I think that affected the team when, you know, he's been unbelievable down the stretch of games. And, you know, so it's like, you got to get him out because you got to have him, you know, like look at the Fresno game. He gets that rebound, you know, and all of a sudden the guys look around and he fouled out. And Cam had played a great game too, and it's not saying that. It's just Omar's been spectacular down the stretch of games. And to have him foul out on a, you know, because a guy fell down is a tough one.
You guys, you know, had a 22-game winning streak at home not long ago. We contend for Mount West Conference titles. Obviously, it's important to defend your home floor. Like, how much more kind of pressure might this put on?
It's no pressure. It's just, I mean, every game we're going to win. You know, our approach is the same no matter what. But, you know, this is a league where you just got to go try to find a way to steal one somewhere, you know. And that you know, that's our mindset, and who knows? You just keep sawing wood and you keep fighting and show up the next day, have a great practice, and away we go. And but it doesn't add to the pressure. There's, you know, I mean, 4 losses will probably win this league, maybe 3, and I bet it won't be 3. Now, Utah State doesn't go to Nevada, and they don't have UNLV at home, so they got a good hop there. But I still stand by that 4 probably wins the league. We only have 2.
It seems like every time you guys would get up 4 or 5, it'd just be a turnover. That
Yeah,
run out
yeah.
or something. I mean,
I think we got up 6 or 7 in the you know, and then we turned it over twice for touchdowns. That was costly, no doubt, that was costly.
What did you think of the way that Utah State kind of mixed things up? I mean, Austin Moore only attempted 5 shots, and Brown was usually kind of like a facilitator. If there's a team high 16, or
Yeah, Brown is a great player. What a good point guard. I mean, we got great players in this league, and he's a underrated point guard because he's a true point guard. He takes the right ones. He runs the show. He's tough. He's a shot maker when they need it most. I mean, he had a big 3 when they were, you know, there was a little lull in scoring, and, you know, I mean, yeah, if you would have told me that Great's number, you know, was 14, we held him to 14 and 10, and had 7 turnovers, I'd said, yeah, we did a great, amazing job on him. But they're a good, like I said, they're a good team, and they made enough plays.
all good?
Good.
Thanks, Leon.